Great. Hopefully you can see my slides. I'm just going to. All right, I'll just see who's on. I might need to make someone co-host and let them in. Well, actually, it'll bring up a little pop-up if somebody comes on late. So we're going to be learning about lifestyle changes that you can make for weight loss and the Sisel products that can support you with your journey. So just a little bit about me. My name's Katie, and I do have a degree in health promotion, a Bachelor of Applied Science. I've also got an advanced certificate in nutrition and health for anxiety, depression, and stress. I've placed twice in second and third place Australian natural bodybuilding for women over 40. And I've also studied fat loss for bodybuilding as well. So I know the topic pretty well about weight loss. I've been at both ends of the spectrum. I've been extremely underweight and I've been quite very overweight too, in the obese range. So I've gone from one end to the other. And so I do feel really comfortable talking about this topic because I feel I know the information inside and out. And hopefully it's not really to big note myself, but just to bring confidence to you that the information I'm sharing can help you and hopefully can relate to you in your journey. So today I wanted to start with the benefits of weight loss and getting to the healthy weight range. So even a modest weight loss can mean big benefits. So a loss of 5 to 10% of your total body weight is likely to produce health benefits, such as improvements in blood sugar level, improvements in cholesterol, and improvements in blood pressure. So there's others as well, better sleep, less aches and pains. Excess weight puts pressure on joints. So if you weigh less, your joints and your aches and pains would likely to diminish. And it can also slash your risk for diabetes, heart disease, stroke, cancer, and osteoarthritis. So these are really, really important reasons to get yourself into a healthy weight range. So we've started our weight loss challenge. And if you still like to enter and be part of this challenge, please do so. It's not too late. You can come in still. And I've been doing some reach outs to those people that need help with their diet. So I'll be working with them and helping them go through what they're eating and how they can make better choices. And it's all about making these lifestyle changes that can be sustainable from now into the future. And it's not just a fad thing. You want it to be long lasting. And I've got some questions. So let me just see if I've got a. Oh, good. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm well over 40 actually, but that's very kind. Thanks, Gert. So yeah, so these are some of the benefits. And, I think also people have commented before on my age. I think one of the big things with my age that has made a big difference, which I personally believe is all the Sisel products. But the one that I really love the most for aging is the age pill, which we will touch on in this presentation because I feel I can never leave it out. It's such an important product. So really to have success with weight management for the rest of your life and to have success with your current weight loss, it's really important to understand some basic principles about how we gain and lose weight. And if you educate yourself on this information, what it will do is it will help you make better choices because then you know why you're making certain choices as opposed to just winging it and just going blind. So just to understand weight loss, if we consume too many calories, we will gain weight. If we consume not enough calories, we'll lose weight. And if we consume the right amount of calories for maintenance, that is the energy going out of our body during the day versus the energy coming from food is the same, then we would have no weight change. So to lose weight, and I always say like to lose fat. I don't, really we don't want to lose weight because weight could be muscle, weight could be water, weight could be fat. We want it to really be fat because we rarely want to lose muscle. There's really no good reason to be losing muscle. And water, okay, sometimes might be a bit bloated. We might want to lose a bit of water weight, but really we're about losing fat. So I'll probably interchange weight loss and talk about fat loss. So yeah, so this diagram kind of gives you that general idea. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about it to help you understand, how many calories should you be eating? This is a really important question to be asking. So let's jump to the next slide. So for women, it depends on how sedentary you are. well, how much activity you're doing during the day. It depends also on your age, can have an impact as well, because the older you are, the slower your metabolism is. Also, it's got to do with your height as well. If you're a really tall person, you can eat more, but that's also related to your weight as well. So the heavier you are, the more you can eat. So it's important to kind of understand these basic principles, because this will really aid you in having success. So if we look at this diagram here, if you're 51 to 60, the calories just needed to maintain weight is 1,600. And if you're doing moderate exercise, it's around 1,800. If you're active, 2,200. And 61 and up, it's 1,600 for sedentary, 1,800 for moderate, and 2,000 for active. Now, this is just for maintaining weight. If you want to lose weight, you need to go at least 100 calories below that, below the maintenance. And for men, we can see it's a bit higher. So same sort of thing for men. You know, the younger you are, the more calories you can eat, and the older you are, generally the less. That is not always the case. I mean, if you're an older male or female and you're quite active and you have quite a bit of muscle, then you could probably eat the same as, you know, as someone in their 20s. So there's a lot of sort of variance in this, and we need to kind of be generally aware of that. So for your weight loss goal, we want to kind of get to the 24 to 20, well, actually 24 to 26 is the ideal. So you can see the first row of women in this picture, and you could imagine if it was men as well, it's a little bit too lean. That's generally athlete type level, and it's not really that sustainable. 21 to 23 is okay. It's a good range, but that can be a little bit light for some people. Some people feel a little bit more comfortable in the 24 to 26. So that would be acceptable. And then once you move past the 26% body fat, you're getting a little bit too on the heavy side, and then it continues on. So how do we work out what our healthy weight is for our height and age? The BMI calculator is basically calculated on weight and height. And so depending on what your BMI is, it will tell you if you're underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese. So I've got this diagram here. So this diagram here shows you, it's quite, you know, busy, but you can use this as a reference. You can look up your height. So for me, hopefully you can see it. Yep, good. Just checking to see. So this is from Diabetes Canada, and there's quite a number of calculators online. So I encourage you after this call to jump on your phone or your computer and just do a little quick search for calculate your body mass index and put the word calculator, and it'll bring up various sites with calculators. And so you can enter your weight and your height. So for me, my weight is actually 54 kilograms. And my height is 164 centimeters. So if I go calculate BMI, it says that my body mass index is 20. So for me, based on the diabetes calculator, it says that it's normal. If I lose weight, say if I went down to pretty much, you know, I'm getting really light. If I'm down at 51 kilos, that's pretty light. It's still considered normal, but if I drop down to 50, oh, it's still normal. If I go to 49, it's going to say underweight. Yeah. So at 49 kilos for my height, I would be underweight. Actually, that's quite a bit of range, because I think I'm pretty light now, but I think the average person is probably quite a bit over their body mass index. So this is a good calculator. We've got another one here. I'm just going to bring it up here, a different calculator. So this is from Health Direct. This is the Australian government website. They tell you all about your BMI and how it calculates your results. I'll just double check you can see this screen. Yeah, that's good. And so if you scroll down, you can, we'll go recalculate here. I was just doing a test on this calculator. So this one is a little bit more detailed, because this one asks you to put in your waist circumference. So waist measurement is a really important component, because you know, we can store dangerous fat around our waist and midline. Sorry, I just got someone there. If we could just mute you just quickly. So Sorry, if you've just come on, if you could mute yourself, that'd be great. Thank you. So this calculator, you can put in your height. So if I put in 164, I'll put my weight, so 54. I think my waist measurement's probably about 64 centimeters. And then I'm female, I can calculate. And it says that I'm in the normal range. So if we do a recalculation, so it says my risk indicator is low. So risk indicator is, I guess, related to diseases or health problems associated with BMI. It's also associated with type 2 diabetes here. So yeah, so pop in your details in here, and I'll send this calculator around. This is a healthdirect.gov.au/BMI-calculator. This one's probably a better one to use. Put in your height, weight, waist, and your gender, and then also then you just basically hit calculate, and that's it. So that'll give you a guide to, where you're at, and that's kind of a useful tool as well. So I'm going to jump back to the presentation here, just check. Yep, we're back here. Okay, so that's helpful for everyone. So just going to cover a few of the tips from last time. So we want to be including a bit of protein at each meal. If we eat too many carbohydrates, even if they're good carbohydrates, like complex carbohydrates, we will still more likely to gain weight, because carbohydrates, can turn to fat more easily than protein, essentially. And carbohydrates contain more calories than a gram of protein. Protein is also necessary to maintain your muscle. And the more muscle you have, the more calories you can burn, the faster your metabolism is. So we definitely want to be eating a good amount of protein, not too much, but a decent amount, and a little bit at each meal. So, and this is where I can really help you with your diet. So if you do a 3-day diary, if you're on the call now, or if you're thinking about participating in our challenge, you can join. And if you send me a copy of your eating and drinking for 3 days, I can have a look at it and then give you feedback on it. We can go through it, and this will help you understand how many grams of protein you're having, how much fat are you eating, how much fiber you're eating, because all these things matter. And you can go, oh my God, this is so complicated, I can never do this. But the thing is that once you do it just once and then you get a handle on it, you don't need to keep doing it. You now kind of have got, a baseline to work from and an understanding, and then you can move forward with much greater success. So really do encourage you to take the time to understand this a little bit. So the fiber intake for men and women, so 25 grams for women, 35 for men. And the simple rule is that if you want to make sure if you're eating enough fiber, just have your 2 pieces of fruit a day and 5 servings of vegetables, which is the recommended intake from most dietary guidelines. And a serving of vegetables is about 75, 80 grams, and that is considered 1 serving of vegetables. So if you don't have a food scales, I recommend buying them. They're inexpensive, especially if you want to just kickstart your, your health journey, your weight loss journey, your weight maintenance journey. Some food scales in your kitchen will serve you really well, because you'll be able to, just measure and get that baseline for yourself. Okay, so fibers in fruits and vegetables, it's in whole grains and it's in nuts and seeds. So the other important aspects, sorry, if you could just mute yourself, sorry, I've just got a few people coming in later. Let me just check. Okay, everyone's muted, that's okay. So exercise is really important, because the more you exercise, the more calories you burn, but you really can't out-exercise a bad diet. If you eat poorly, you can do all the exercise in the world and it won't help you lose weight, because you can eat, enough calories to compensate for the amount of exercise. So, even the truth is that you don't even need to exercise to lose weight. You can lose weight without any exercise. It's all about making sure that you're not eating more calories than you're burning throughout the day. It's as simple as that. It's not difficult. And so now it's okay. Well, if I know I can only have a certain amount of calories, what foods can I eat to reach that calorie range? And, you'll be surprised at, like, say you wanted to have a piece of chocolate. I'll give you an example. Some chocolate is higher in calories than other chocolate. There's some chocolate that you could get that one piece, has considerable amount of less calories than other chocolate. And so then it would be knowing, okay, well, I know it's better for me to have this chocolate than the other one. So it's not about also depriving yourself and saying, oh, I'm never going to eat, the junk food again. Of course, we're going to have sweets and treats, but we want them in moderation, and we want to make the best possible choices we can. Having said that, definitely exercise is great. And, you know, it improves your mood and it helps with improving your metabolism. It helps to maintain and build muscle. So that's really important. I won't go into the different types of exercise, but let's just say getting a walk in each day is really important if you're doing the weight loss challenge. So the 4 tips, which we covered last time. So we want to make sure we're filling up on fiber-based foods. So they're your fruits and your vegetables. So 2 servings of fruit every day, 5 servings of veg. Unless you're doing a specific keto diet, that's different. But even with a keto, well, keto does allow some types of vegetables, but that diet aside, that is the recommended intake for vegetables and fruits. And there's a good reason for that. They're actually rich in nutrients, in vitamins, in minerals. So it's really important to include them in your diet. Prioritize on protein. We already touched on that. Having a little bit of protein at each meal is really going to help you maintain and lose weight. Stay hydrated, drinking enough water. I have the challenge of drinking too much water, so I have to watch and not have too much. Yeah, so too much water would be, what's an example of too much water? Too much water for my height and my body weight would be 4 liters. That would be way too much. So really ideal amount of water would be about 2.5 liters at the outside, and also factoring in that you will get water from your food. So if you start eating those fruit and veg, fruit and vegetable contains a lot of water. So, you know, when I have a bowl of veggies at night, one thing that is a bit of a challenge is that if I have too many veggies, I will need to go to the toilet later on in the night just after going to bed, because there's a lot of water content in the vegetables. But this is a good thing if you're somebody who's listening or on the call who is not drinking enough water. Then you can see another benefit to having fruit and vegetables, or more of them in your diet, is that you're going to get more hydration as well. So this is really important. So stay hydrated, and it helps you with your metabolism as well. And then we're going to talk about our exciting Sisel products that can support your journey. So we have a number of Sisel products that can support your weight loss. And you may have a preference for some of the Sisel products over others. I know which ones my favorites are. I'm going to cover the 2 favorites for weight loss today, and the new Sisel Turn and Burn products too. So we've got about 8 minutes left. I will finish on time today, so just to let you know. Now, the first one I want to talk about is SupraDetox, and I want to highlight the importance of the gut, and it is considered your second brain. So what's going on in your digestive tract is related to how you feel and your mood. So we really want to keep things moving down there, and we want to feel good, and we don't want to have bloating and be constipated, things like that. It's also really important for weight loss and weight maintenance is to have, you know, to go to the toilet regularly. So constipation, apart from bloating and abdominal discomfort, it can be, just mute. Hang on a second, I'm just trying to mute. I can hear some noise there. Great, sorry, Marty. Okay. So apart from bloating and abdominal discomfort, constipation can be a trigger for headaches, irritability, and depression. You can get like foggy brain, inability to think clearly and concentrate, and it can slow your metabolism, and it can make your weight loss, well, I won't say impossible, we'll say very difficult. So, you know, that's important to note. So we want to be going to the toilet regularly. This comes back to the comment that I said before about eating enough fiber, and you're going to get your fiber from your fruits and veg. Don't make it complicated. You know, eat 2 pieces of fruit a day, 5 servings of vegetables. If you could just do that alone and forget about everything else I say today, if you just did those 2 things every day, you would, in 99% of the people listening, would lose weight and be, you know, able to get to a weight that they can maintain. So that's a really, really important tip. And, you know, I really want to impart that on you today. And, you know, fruit and veg contains the fiber. The statistics say that only 5% in the United States of people are reaching the recommended daily intake of fiber. So that is 25 grams for women and up to 38 for men. So 30 to 38. And it's actually a deficiency in the population. Now, this is American statistics, but I can assure you the Australian ones will be pretty close to this as well. So if you're listening and you need help with this, do your food diary for 3 days, share that with me and let's go through it. And then I can show you where you could make some changes in your diet or your eating to help improve and get you on track. Okay, so the SupraDetox, reason I love this, it doesn't contain fiber, but it contains herbs in there that really support elimination of waste product from the body. It can really help to accelerate your weight loss goals. It can help to remove mucoid plaque and excess fecal matter, which is really important. We just want to get rid of all that backlog of stuff and just get things moving. It can also help with nutritional supply. So if we get rid of this mucoid plaque, this kind of sticky substance that lines the gastrointestinal tract, then nutrients can get absorbed much more easily, and our overall health can improve. So we've got some instructions here on how to use this. So it's quite an inexpensive product. So if you haven't ordered it, I'm just going to stand up for a second. I've got a standing desk here. I'm just a bit uncomfortable sitting at the moment. Hang on a minute. My desk comes up with me. I've got a little button I can push and it comes up. That's better. So this product is taken in the morning and night, and it has 4 days. But the first day you don't take it in the morning, you take it in the evening, 1 tablet. And then the second day you'll take it in the evening, 2 tablets. And then the third day you take 1 tablet in the morning and 2 in the evening. And the fourth day, you'll take 2 tablets in the morning and 2 in the evening. And so this is really important to regulate yourself. If you start to go to the toilet too many times, and too many times is, say, more than 4 bowel movements during the day, you need to decrease the dosage. That means you've had too much. If you're not going at all, if you do this, follow this regime, and you don't go to the toilet at all or hardly, it means you're constipated, I would say. You've got a backlog of stuff going. So that's a bit of a problem. You need to drink more water. You're going to need to increase your fruit and vegetable intake. You're going to need to get more fiber into your diet to help things move along. So this is really important. We want a good base, and we want to probably, start with this to help kickstart your weight loss. So that's a really good product. I've got a great testimonial here from Rachel Lee, who I think is on the call today. So Rachel says she loves this product. And if you are on the call, Rach, maybe you could unmute yourself and maybe you could share this. This would be great to come firsthand from you. Are you on the call?
Hey, Katie, can you hear me all right?
Yay! Yes, I can.
How are you?
Thank you.
Sorry, my daughter's just, so the SupraDetox is definitely one of my favorites. So I do this about every 6 months. Because I did suffer obviously with digestive issues like the cramping, the bloating, because I had really bad stomach issues all the time prior to Sisel. So I did the SupraDetox and then the Balance D, and I was so good after 30 days. So I felt amazing. And obviously the increased energy and glowing skin, I have that continuously now, obviously, because I've actually, balanced my whole entire gut health. But yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. I recommend it to anybody. And especially what you said, Katie, about doing this before really starting on many products, because then your body is functioning optimally, so you can actually absorb all the nutrition from all the incredible products that we have. So
fantastic. Great.
No worries.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing, Rachel.
All good.
All right, so that's SupraDetox. We're going to move on to the next product. We've got about 3 minutes to go. The age pill. So the age pill really helps with cellular energy. So it supports the removal of cellular sludge. So it's a cellular detox. So, we talked about detoxing our bowel and removing, backlog of waste matter, but we've got waste matter in and around the cells in our body. And the age pill goes to work to support the removal of that. It's called glycation and lipofusion. And by doing this, you'll notice an improvement in your skin, an improvement in mood, improvement in overall energy levels. It's just a phenomenal product. If you go and have a look at the ingredients and you do research on every single ingredient in this product, you'll be blown away. It's really, truly an amazing product. So yeah, that is an awesome product to be adding into your weight loss regime. And the reason is because it helps you have more energy and a better mood. And so if you've got more energy and your mood's better, you're going to start moving more. You're going to get out and about more. You're going to do more things. Your activity level is going to go up, and it's going to help you lose weight in that regard. But it can also help with boosting your metabolism as well. So that's really important. So great product. Now we've got the Sisel Turn and Burn. We've got Sisel Turn AM and PM. There's a little typo there. So one's for the morning, one's for the evening. The morning one has a number of ingredients that are designed to support the metabolism and boosting it. So we've got, some coffee bean extract in there, cocoa bean extract, green tea extract. So these ingredients can really help with the metabolism and help us burn more calories. We've then got the evening formula, which is the PM formula. And this particular product has ingredients that help to regulate our sleep. We've got melatonin in there. So it's noted that with weight loss, if we sleep better, then we can burn more calories. And if we can balance our hormones, we can burn more calories. So there's lots of ingredients in the evening formula that helps to balance the hormones as well. You can read all about it. There's a fact sheet in the Sisel back office. If you'd like the fact sheet, ask the person that's referred you to this call or message me. I can send it to you. It's also available in the Sisel app. So if you download the Sisel app, you can get the fact sheet. If it's not there, it was only uploaded 2 days ago. So I'm pretty sure it'll be there now. So that has come out, and I've got a little quote here. So this is this text that I've got on the screen here was taken from a transcript that was done by Tom Mauer Jr. He is the CEO and chief Sisel scientist. He developed this product. He's a product formulator, and he shared a testimonial from a staff member, and they were obviously trialing the product before it came out. And the staff member said they were having insulin every day, and they found that since being on the product, the consumption of insulin has gone down and their blood glucose levels have been maintained at a lower level. So that was a great testimonial that he shared on the call. And he also shared that when he was talking to a PhD biochemist over at Brigham Young University, who deals with metabolism, he was explaining to him about the turn and burn formula. And the scientist said, wow, this is exactly what I've studied for some pharmaceuticals. I've always wondered why somebody is not studying it from a nutritional standpoint. You're spot on. This isn't just cutting edge, this is bleeding edge. You are addressing it in a totally different way. So really this product, or these two products together, are revolutionary. And I encourage you to, try them if you want something that's going to support your weight loss journey. The price for those products is $107.50 US, which works out to be 152 Australian, including the shipping. I think that's including the shipping. I have to double check that. Anyway, so it's 107.50. Yes, sorry, it is including shipping. That's correct. That's definitely correct. $107.50 United States dollars, and that converts to about 152 Australian dollars, and that includes expedited shipping. So if you are ordering products from us and you're in Australia, please select the expedited shipping option so you get your products in a very fast time frame, which is about 7 to 10 days. Otherwise, if you choose economy shipping, it will take a month. So just to let you know. We've got a whole bunch of other great products in the range. I'm not going to go through them. We've gone 3 minutes over. So I'm going to leave that there for today. I'll just check if there's any questions just before we finish up. So let me just stop the share. That's it. All right, great. Well, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for jumping on the call. Thank you for watching the recording. Hopefully you found this information useful. And if you need any help with your eating or your weight loss, do reach out to me or get back to the person who invited you. So thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye.